because obviously VP, they took their sweet-ass time getting back into this game. They had a different opening to the same opening that Navi, so they clearly like are saying like, okay, if they go the same draft, this is what we think we can win. I love watching games like this because it's like, has VP truly figured it out, you know? It's like this like hard check. It's not like completely different drafts. It's like obvious. You're like, okay, you guys messed up, you know?
I think it's if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of mentality.
Okay.
Navi has this draft that's been working for them. If it's not getting banned out, all their primary heroes is not getting super countered, at least in their opinion, they should just keep picking it.
These four combination heroes are very all around. So it Pierce's BKB has like the right amount of team fight, has the right amount of catch. But most importantly, Pierce's BKB. That's what I like the most about it. Axe, Razor. So it looks pretty good, but I think the X factor for VP can be the Phoenix, unless like the A Blast connects right on target. So Sunray is gonna negate a lot of the Axe initiation. So Phoenix might be the X factor for VP.
Sniper ban, that's to cover their Razor lane as well. Maybe this year. Oh. That's I don't think we've seen that hero yet, have we?
More of a lighter approach. Most of the times Navi would like pick a hard one after these four heroes, but here we're seeing Bloodseeker, so a lighter one. He wants to fight more.
It's also good against the Weaver. You can rush down.
Good, yeah. Yeah, rush Weaver. It also counters Venge Swap too, or a little arguably. It'll at least deal more damage if they do try to swap out whoever they go on.
Yep.
You can Blood Right. If you Blood Right at the same time as Call, there's nothing they can do.
Oh, that's cool.
Because the Blood Right's 3 seconds and Call's 3.2. So, a lot of synergy with his team. His team's also going to be dealing damage in the lanes. You know, the Razor's going to win his lane mid. The ES and the Axe maybe battle hunger and do a lot of damage, so his passes might kick in a little earlier than it should in the lane, so Bloodseeker lane therefore is also going to be good.
They also got Boulder Smash with Rupture too. So they've got lots of cool ways to make Bloodseeker better, but he can't get out carried. That's definitely one weakness on the hero.
So, also, a cool thing, if he ever gets to the point where he has Ags on the Earth Spirit, if he turns him into stone and waits till right before the end and then kicks, he still does the long kick, but they turn back into hero form and take the damage.
So you're saying he could like kick them while ruptured or something?
Yeah, or with the stone, but they break out of the stone in the middle of the kick and then keep going the long distance.
And keep taking the rupture, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So it's a last pick OD. This matchup versus Razor I think is the most important for VP right now.
Yes. In the past it was a Razor advantage, right? But now with the changes to OD, what's it like now?
I think it's still slightly Razor favored. The OD player can play it correctly where if he doesn't, tries to get static linked at the start of the creep wave when all their 4 HP, so he can Astral and back off and then try to CS after the buff war is over, like war's down.
So he'll get at least like one of the last hits with the first Astral, lose like 20-30 damage, but do you prioritize like lots of movement speed early? Because I feel like sometimes when I play Razor they go like instant boots of speed win likes kind of a thing. Does that help a lot too? Or is it just better to go stat stuff?
It can help. It's hard because sometimes you need to buy a lot of regen as an OD. So the Razor is going to be able to have a regen advantage on you because he doesn't need to spend as much gold as you. So he gets his boots, faster than you. So at that point, since your boots are, 30-40 seconds, if you can even get them at that point, you're already going to be losing the lane hard. So you might need to recover with like an extra null or maybe even a bracer versus Earth Spirit AA for some more magic resistance. Try to tank up a little.
Well, what about going late game? Obviously having Vanish against like this burst damage thing that we've been seeing from Navi with like Axe A or even Bloodseeker Rupture, that's amazing with the OD. But what about like carry potential wise against the enemy heroes going into the late game?
Odisha has a pretty free game this game. I think if he gets really fat, they're gonna win on the MVP. So I think this like mid lane is like the most important.
So he has to have like good early game and then he'll
keep
be ahead.
Keep having a good mid game, keep having a good late game.
Both lineups are very hyper aggressive, but there's
damage over time type of heroes, especially Razor and Bloodseeker. There's gonna be a limit on how much damage that they can input late game fight. So while both teams wanna fight early game, VP kind of feels like not on timer, and Navi feels more on timer, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, seeing the Bloodseeker, it's a kind of a boomer bust hero. What's like a good Bloodseeker build right now? The Phase Boots is what he's got queued up. Radiance sometimes is what we see, but is that what we expect, or could there be something else that he plays around with?
A lot of people still go Midas on the hero into Radiance.
He has it queued up already, so that's probably what he's thinking. The Radiance is really good because when you're in the middle of a fight, you're burning everyone, which makes your thirst go up. So you like get to go faster, burn more heroes with it. So as the fight goes later, you go faster, more attack speed. So it also gets buffed by your Blood Rage. So the Radiance has a lot of synergy with the hero. After that, probably a BKB because most of VP, like the OD and the Phoenix and the Earthshaker, are all magic. So once he has this BKB Radiance, he can run in, I think. And I think around that timing is when they're going to want to try to force a lot of the map pressure.
It's kind of interesting how many heroes are like, that's just standard build. Midas, Radiance. It's like any chase hero.
Yeah.
Nothing,
Alchemist,
nothing else matters. Yeah.
Bloodseeker.
I've got a feeling that he's gonna not gonna get Radiance though. I feel like that item is gonna be too slow. He's probably gonna get Maelstrom into BKB.
Maelstrom's also a common Bloodseeker item recently.
And Pasha gets Enchant Totem level 1, does some good damage.
Outclicks the Weaver a little bot, or the Bloodseeker.
So one of the bounties got denied, I guess. Must have.
Yeah.
By somebody.
I don't know by who. So
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Looks like Blizz is gonna cut right away with
Yeah.
the second wave. There's no way like he can lane pretty happily against the Weaver and the Avenge.
So Avenge can minus arm the Axe, and the Axe already kind of has low armor.
Yeah, that's true.
So he actually is going to take a lot of damage from the creeps. The Avenge ever is able to walk.
First Spirit's actually getting wrecked by Avenge.
Yeah.
No stout on him because he went Orb of Venom. He's ooh, and he's gonna lose the salve a little bit too. It's actually pretty huge. One tango left, no stout shield. Ramses can pursue well. This lane looks good. Avenge grabbing a sentry. They're gonna go check for a D ward.
Nice
He
dude.
finds it.
So this mid lane I think is the most important to focus on right now. For both sides. I think both of the sides obviously confident. The Razor player, Magical, he's confident, you know, in any matchup. They picked this Razor first phase 2 games in a row. So, you know, they have a feeling that he's going to do good in this lane, but
So
no one needs to win.
So the thing with the offlane cutting like this is the position 4 usually kind of loses levers a lot because the offlane is gonna cut, it's gonna get all the creeps. But the thing with this matchup, the mid matchup, is Earth Spirit needs to hit level 2 as soon as possible to pressure the OD Razor. Because Phoenix can't turf mid, he's just gonna sit bottom. Meanwhile, Earth Spirit feels very happy rolling around. So we say that a good rolling border on our solo, he might go down here.
Yeah, couple spins, couple right clicks, the Orb of Venom and the Battle Hunger, they just run him down.
Well, that actually makes everything kind of worth it for Earth Spirit in some ways.
Yeah, he's gonna get level 2 too.
And normally you get like zoned. Because he has low gold, he becomes useless. But in this case, he can just help guarantee that first blood.
So really nice with the OD that against the OD. If the OD ever tries to Astral aggressively, the Earth Spirit can wait and then just get a kick on him. And then without Astral, the OD dies fairly easily.
Yeah, Earth Spirit is looking at mid right now, but the creep wave's not good, so he's probably not gonna go for it. Another cool thing that I want to mention is when the offlaner cuts like this, it's important to block the big camp, so the enemy team's carry cannot drag their creeps to the neutral camp.
This big camp.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, because then the carry can't pull it down here and do the same thing. Yeah.
That way, like you can outfarm the enemy carry by a lot.
I thought you were talking about like the camps in the jungle, because Axe can aggro anyways, right?
Nah. That camp, like the enemy wants to block it, because Axe is gonna want to farm those camps.
Yeah.
Which is
And they guessed wrong on the sentry for the other side, so... Or I'm sorry, it's actually a ward. Excuse me. They blocked it. I'm pretty sure I just pinged for everybody, all the other streamers. Whoops.
So right now, Solo realizes that he cannot touch the X top, so it's just laning bottom. It's kind of hurt the Rogers game because Phoenix needs a lot of levers, especially level 3, but it's what Solo has to do.
This lane's gonna be kind of hard for the Crystallize on the Bloodseeker. The Earthshaker, his Enchant Totem is gonna give him free denies up into a point. As Thirst doesn't really give damage anymore, it's only attack speed. So it's hard for him to contest these last hits.
I keep thinking this is
Ooh,
Earthshaker when
mid.
I click on him.
So good rolling border and kickback from Zaya. No one's taking a lot of damage, but he should be fine
think he
with
just
the...
banished.
Yeah, he's got a Banish and Fairy Fire. But it's never a good feeling as mid player, right, Connor? Like when you're getting pressure like this.
Yeah, he has to buy salve. You're not getting much damage. Like he's gonna just feel sad too. So that's also
The emotions.
Yeah.
That's really close.
if his salve got off there. His emotions would be
That's where you abandon,
in a
right?
bad spot.
Oh, look at the Axe top. Axe is about to go down, or Weaver's gonna go down. A lucky spin. Oh,
That was scary, dude.
that was scary.
8 HP, I think.
But Ramses had that under control. A
Bloodseeker.
good rotation by Solo. He got lever 2 from bottom, and then he rotated top to kill the Axe with the Weaver.
It's actually so nice that Earthshaker is able to basically contest Crystallize from getting easy last hits by being Earthshaker. Kind of works out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this A Bloodseeker lane is kind of weak together. There's no synergy for either of them.
Yeah, A really wants a stun or a slow.
Yeah, same with the Bloodseeker. He wants a stun for his Blood Right if they want to commit.
It is nice though that he can lower his health. Like Chilling Touch is a decent harassment
top.
skill, so
Breezy is going on Solo here. First
Another
River
roll by
connects.
jeez. So where did Weaver go? Oh, he went back to heal, I guess.
Yeah.
That was after the axe kill, I believe.
Yeah. This Earth Spirit's the hero to look out for as well for Navi.
4 bounty runes for Navi.
Jeez. It's the downside of that Weaver having to go back.
Weaver TP bot. He's gonna go on Seneko. He's fallen very low. I think he's gonna go down for free.
This is the first death.
I mean,
bro.
yeah,
At
that's
5 minutes, it's not that bad.
Huge improvement.
Remember, 3 more of those and then they'll be back.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Luckily, he wasn't laning against the Weaver. If he was, he would be feeding a lot more.
yeah, so the Weaver's now. I think he doesn't have a Basilius, but there's a siege creep now. So they're gonna try to pressure this bot tower against the Bloodseeker.
There is a base on Phoenix though.
Okay.
Bought that right away, so they can push this.
In the meantime, though, top is also getting pressured by the axe.
Yeah, he's done
Yeah,
a really
but
good
9
job.
Pasha's got this.
It'll protect it a little bit, yeah, but
The difference in levers is showing quite heavily. Easy lever 6 Axe,
that is actually huge.
9 Pasha on lever 4 only.
Yeah, Crystallize is level 4 now as well, and the Weaver's level 6 already. So scary stuff for both to carries, I guess.
And isn't it kind of huge that Crystallize is under-leveled here, considering the fact that Navi doesn't have as good of like late game stuff? Feels like he's behind, and if he just gets pressured here,
Huge dive though,
Yeah.
coming in from Solo.
TP in from
VP
the
side.
Zayak Earth Spirit. He's gonna catch the Phoenix, I believe,
Phoenix?
but
Oh, he hits so slow.
Nice hit.
Soneko looks
Seneko.
like it's gonna go down to
Okay.
only his second death. Maybe
Only
Solo will
one
go
more.
down too.
a nice stun to cancel
Nice
the Rolling
stun.
Boulder.
one more death and
Solo's
Seneco's
taking a
online.
lot of damage. He has to be careful.
He should be fine. Zayak should not be fine. He's gonna go down to the next Gucci. 1 second, 2 second.
The juke of his lifetime is not there. Crystallize a bit of a
Triple
body
kill
block.
for Ramses.
Dude, that's so huge early in the game.
Meanwhile, Blizzy Solo took down the tower top, so that's good for him. He's gonna have a very good game. Look at his items.
Yeah.
Vanguard and Chainmail. That's a lot of tankiness.
He's unkillable, especially Vanguard against minus armor sources are really good too, because you damage block before armor is taken into account. So it's actually really nice to have this. The only hero that's going to be scary is OD, but I mean the faster it gets like Blink Blade Mail, it'll actually pose a huge threat against OD.
Yeah. The OD's game is decent actually. Both the mid lane went fairly even, so I think VP should be happy with this. At least no one.
Better game than last.
Yeah.
Could get ganked here. Roger level 4. Pasha does not have 6, so
It's a very tanky axe. Can they put it?
oh, they're rotating OD for this actually.
They do need OD.
Slow from the dive. He might get
that
caught by a
enough?
fissure into
Yeah.
Astral.
Fisher
Tries
is
to get
there.
the call, but
Okay.
nice
Going with the
Astral.
Astral.
He's gonna time the stun, I believe. They're gonna just drop the ult, maybe. No, he's gonna go down just reckless.
Oh, lucky
Okay.
spin? No, it's not there.
He hoped for the spin. I saw that axe come out.
Yeah.
Back on the other side. This tower is very low actually.
Zayak's pinging bottom. He wants some action, baby. He wants to go bottom.
I don't know if they can though. This Weaver is so strong.
He's trying. The silence might be enough. Silence
Oh, yeah.
into silence is enough. Zayak, he knows what he's doing.
2
knows the
seconds of
damage.
silence. It's enough.
It's
Yeah.
also the slow. The slow I think is really important there, so that he gets stuck by the blood rate.
Yeah, that's true.
Navi is very good on their tip game.
That's true.
That's a sign of a well, you know.
I've never seen that ward before. Like look at the solo ward.
Which one?
Uh,
Oh, this one here. Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
Never seen that one. That ward looks really
Hotspots
good.
the bounty rune too. It's kind of nice.
Do you have to cut a tree for it?
I don't
No.
think so. 'Cause I think you can juke down here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
you
don't.
can.
Just placed it. It's a lot safer than like the one to the left or even on the bounty rune. Well, that's a TI ward right there. That's one that he's like figured out and is like saving it. It's like I need group stage wins. Give me an upper bracket. Midas on the way for Bloodseeker. His levels are a little bit low. His last hits are pretty bad too. 34 last hits.
This guy's having a rough time down here.
It's not
Solo might catch him.
awful, but
But yeah, if
it's
you
not
compare
great.
it with the Earthshaker, it's not as bad.
Missed the silence here. Could be rupturing if they want to, but
Snako going for
Solo
the
should
third
be
death.
Solo should be alive.
good time lapse. But the chase now. Oh, no boulder usage. Oh my
Nice kick with the
God.
Rupture.
Gives the kill to Crystallize.
He
He's
took-
caught back off.
A lot of damage. That was huge, man. That was 2 deaths now for Ramses. That feels real rough.
You know, 5-man tip to Ramses. They're
I mean, he got a triple kill earlier. Now he's just dead twice. That's
Yeah,
massive.
sometimes that happens. Like I said, the Weaver this game is a little scary, right? A lot of silences, a lot of catch burst.
Yeah.
With this new Bloodseeker at the end of the pick phase, Rupture as well completely destroys Weaver if he ever gets caught. So
Speaking of silences,
no one's gonna get a count on the mid lane. Is he gonna get his TP off? Oh,
He
that
hit
was
the very
close.
far too. He used it in base.
Zayak's already 6 with how many like kills he contributed.
Yeah, 5 so far. Is this is a 3 bounty here for Navi? Not bad. I mean, that's what, 7 out of 8 of the first 2 sets of bounties, other than the starting ones. That's
Yeah.
huge. Razor normal build, pretty much phase against armor stuff. He's going drum after the double wraith band.
Yeah, the cookie cutter build. He's done it. I think every game we've watched him play.
Yep.
So nothing out of it, too crazy out here. The Midas almost finished up on the Bloodseeker. It's not going to accelerate his farm that much more than it is now, but it's going to be nice for the levels.
Zayak has Invis top. He has his eyes on Ramses. He's talking with the axe.
They might try to do some silence and do a kick into the axe.
Nah, it doesn't.
Or if he walks into the lane.
He is. Look at this. Will there be a lucky spin? Yes,
Nice.
there is.
That was good.
Man, Zayak
poor-
is making so much things happen.
Poor Ramses, dude.
Yeah, so Ramses, his early game was very good. His lane top, and then when he rotated bot, got a triple kill, tried to pressure the tower, and now he's died 3 times. That's going to put a big dent. So he
No,
wasn't the hero, like the biggest hero for VP, I think, but he's a hero that was supposed to be for these first 15 minutes. You know, that Navi's supposed to be scared of and run away. But now that he can't do that, OD has to do his job for him.
Roger commits the egg for it. They're gonna get this once in a kill.
He tried to
Yeah, try.
take the egg down with him.
Rupture used on the OD, so they're not going to have it again for 60 seconds.
So Neiko, is he gonna die again? It
Is
looks
this his
like he's
fourth?
gonna be alive.
Nope.
Yeah, he needed one
think
more
if
right
he-
click.
It's way too close to call.
Yeah, I think if you right clicked one more time and got the Gucci damage, it would have made
Yeah.
it, but this is just fast TP.
He probably should have died there to unlock the 4th death.
Exactly.
So his game's going to be a little slower than last game.
A
up until his
blast.
4th death.
Gets him.
The Earth Spray couldn't connect.
This is actually the worst thing about playing Weaver is like when you do get out harassed in your lane a little bit and it's not worth time lapsing. It's like I got a shrine or
Yeah, it's the worst feeling.
then you have to buy a bottle, which is fine most of the time. But if you try to, I mean, he did so well early game. He got these 3 wraith bands. And he probably felt like, oh, dude, I don't need bottle. I'm just gonna like get a really quick maelstrom and own this game. But then he just dies 3 times to really good ganks, which is basically what happened last game too, right? Just good Navi ganks, over pressured VP and made the game hard.
Yeah, Navi's, all their heroes, Magical's probably the least involved in all of their early game kills. Most of the games they play with him, he's Razor, and he hits jungle. And he prioritizes lanes over jungle. He'll always kill his mid lane first to defend his towers.
Smoke bottom with Zayak. He's making stuff happen again.
Nice time lapse to get out.
You could tell he's got some PTSD, dude,
Yeah,
from the game so far.
but the Phoenix might get caught. They missed the rolling boulder, but a nice
That's really
blast,
interesting.
but the dive. Roger's gonna get out.
I
Takes a
like how
little bit.
Zayak realized that the enemy duo carry mid, the OD and Weaver, hates silences, so he's kind of putting priority on the silence over his ruling board.
That's like old school build, right?
Yeah. Back when the boulder was only a slow.
Yep.
I like Solo's quick buy.
Oops, wrong team.
So it is a good OD game, but because
He
of
knows.
because of how many silences there are on the other team, he's kind of feeling scared to team fight big before BKB.
So 2 big items came out right now, the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker and then the Maelstrom on the Weaver. So VP might try to look to smoke up and pick off this Razor, because he's been very greedy this whole game. So it's a big kill if they can get him, or the Bloodseeker, who has his Midas finished up.
Yeah, you're right. Baby's going Maelstrom here on Bloodseeker next. The Blink on ES is pretty solid. His mana pool is a little bit weak. Doesn't have the 10 talent, no Soul Ring, but
Yeah, normally we see the axe rush on the offlane, but this game, Nine Pasha did not have a great
Oh,
game.
his blink got scouted. They saw it. The Ice Plus happened to fly over him. So that's pretty rough. Oh, nice, he got a battle chest token. Good for him.
Congratulations to Nine Pasha. That's probably more important than this victory.
He's going to get like an 8-cent set out of that, I'm pretty sure. It seems like he's waiting to smoke with his team, but nobody's coming. I don't really know what's going on. He's just been chilling here by this mid-tier 2 this whole time.
Probably talking about whether they want to rotate to the Weaver's lane bot with the OD, or they want to rotate away from the Weaver and TP him in. So
It just feels so inefficient. Like normally I feel like they're always going for the next target, but instead
They are smoked. They are smoked to
they're
bottom.
yeah, no, but he's been there a while as well.
Yeah.
so they're only
Feels
going to
weird.
two-man smoke with Solo. They're going to try to connect in the jungle, maybe try to get 1 or 2 kills with this Blink Echo. But at the same time, Navi's probably going to TP mid, smoke up, and counteract this gank.
Getting wards down is the more important mission. This one. They
This could be
wanna-
very bad for VP.
They want a good bounty rune ward and then fight around the bounty runes for VP.
Access blink. If he catches our Sugar, it's pretty bad for them. Oh yeah.
Ooh, a bit slow reaction from Nine Pasha. Is going to go down, and he goes down. The bounty runes though,
The Weaver gets spotted out. Cool, nice time lapse. And they'll break the dust as well.
they're pinging him
There's no
out. Navi's
TP.
pinging out. Breeze is kind of stuck on the trees. Solo gets a good stun on Zayak, but he has to go down here, right? Crystallize uses W, Zayak with a few right clicks, and Solo goes down.
But he could kill Seneko really easily.
Oh, if he noticed.
He wants
cancel.
it.
Wait, Axe is around.
He
Can
knows-
Blizzy?
Oh, they're
Blizzy
ready.
gets the core of its lifetime.
Man, they were
Blizzy.
so ready. As soon as the illusion started hitting Seneko a little bit, he just puts the sentry down.
They
He's like,
the Sakuchi hit the Earth Spear at the very end of his TP.
oh, that's true.
So he might have, either of them could have noticed it.
yeah,
The slight animation, especially because the Immortal makes it more obvious.
So that unfortunate
point.
event of Axe blinking into the trees kind of worked out in the end because he was stuck there.
and they didn't know that he was still there.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically that mistake killed the Weaver.
Yo,
So it was not a mistake.
Yeah.
Quelling getting so popular, dude. On supports.
It's really important for dewarding sentries this patch, because you don't share a hero on the map when you kill a sentry.
And
Oh,
there's
with the Quelling?
there's a cap
Okay.
on sentries now, so every sentry is valuable. That's
Yeah.
why we're seeing so much Invokers, Miranas, Techies, all of these heroes on support that normally wouldn't be supports. They're getting picked because there's a cap on sentries.
Yeah, so it allows you to quietly deward a sentry anywhere on the map for 200 gold.
It's pretty value. I mean, it's amazing how safe Ramses has to play here. Or Shaker's hiding in trees.
Zayak's getting blink again on Earth Spirit. I've never seen this before. I feel like he's the
It
only
used to
one.
be the build a year or two ago, I think.
I mean, it used to be when the Q was the stun, but now
Yeah.
it's W, so a lot of the Earth Spirits tend to tank up, but...
Great.
Oh,
He's
look at
still quite
bottom.
tanky.
Breezy's ready. Ice Blast, will it connect?
It
Silence
does.
well.
The silence, Ice Blast wasn't even needed.
He's queuing up Lincolns. I don't even know if this is a solution. He just needs raw HP, maybe.
Man, this system looks so amazing for Navi. Earth Spirits getting top, Axe on bottom, like whoever comes, they just like, they're ready with the Ice Blast.
They do get spotted out by this ward, this Virtuspro ward top. So they're going to feel comfortable to try to pressure this mid tower.
Roger's trying to solo kill Soneko here. Will he? Soneko TP's out. Is it enough?
Oh,
Oh, the
almost.
Fisher.
But Magical's now kind of stuck in here.
Nice Pasha though.
Pasha the one stuck.
The swap, is that gonna be enough? There's gonna be a save from no one. No one does not save with the Astro. Now Phoenix Egg just goes down. VP seems to be crumbling here. Will no one go down? Yes, no one goes down. 3 heroes down for Virtus Pro and none from Navi. That was a huge victory for Navi.
Fabby, that was a great victory for your play-by-play. Holy crap,
told
dude.
you, I've been
You have
practicing.
been practicing. That's
Yeah,
very
I
clear.
have. I mean, I practiced last night.
Is that the only one we're going to get all game?
I
try
don't
to
care,
do
dude. You
more.
can retire at this point. You're number one best caster now. It's official. There is no way somebody's going to make a Reddit thread complaining about our incitement levels now. You saved us, dude.
Is this the karaoke practice?
Yeah. We're going to get invited back to TI next year now. Thanks to you, man. Thanks.
Lizzie tried to do one more cute call on solo, but he didn't connect.
It's one of those negatives where you pressure so hard that they're just scared to move forward at all points, and they just don't go where you expect them to, you know?
Yeah, so 6,000 gold lead, 18 minutes. How does VP get it back into this? I don't know. I don't think they can. I think this OD... Did you see? He like hit like 6 times, 7 times, then ults, and it dealt, 800 damage total.
I'm kind of scared for this OD's game. He got blink. He has no Midas. I
He
feel
has
like
no BKB.
Yeah, it's gonna take a really long time for his BKB. As I say that, they're going on Crystallize here. Stun
gonna
from
go down.
solo. Yeah, he's dead.
That's a nice kill. 500 gold for the OD, and a nice 4-kill streak experience as well.
That is really huge, actually. Solo gets level 9 out of that.
It will be big if they transition somehow for the mid tower, but it doesn't look like it. This mid tower is really important, I guess.
It kind of feels.
like everybody knows.
It kind of feels to me like Earthshaker hasn't accomplished much this game. Like he did an okay job like contesting Bloodseeker farm, but like compared to what Axe has been able to accomplish, it's like night and day difference.
Yeah, it's not the VP that we're used to be seeing. VP that we know, they're god of team fights, And
But
with these like good heroes, they don't seem to like be team fighting well.
What does the Earthshaker blink accomplish though? It's like yes, he could like blink and chain stun a guy, and I don't know, maybe like.
I think they have to start with the Phoenix Egg, bait the Phoenix Egg, and then
Astra 1, Fissure another.
Astra 1 fish. Yeah, exactly.
But now we're talking about 3 heroes, and that's an Earthshaker that could be a support,
Yeah.
So it feels like the Blink Rush is only good if he plays around Weaver or OD, and against enemy cores like Razor and Bloodseeker.
I think the idea with their draft with this Earthshaker,
they're going on solo here, but
he wants to
they decide it's not worth his time.
was to play around the Weaver.
Uh-huh.
But it was working. The Weaver had a really good game. He got a triple kill bot. He's running around, feeling good. He dies 3 times in a row. He's
Solo
has
is
5
gonna
deaths
go down. That was a good. Did you miss that?
I missed it.
That was a good teamwork between Zayak and AA again. They're pinging out no one. They have their eyes on him. Breezy looks like he's gonna get a call off soon.
You can get him.
Or
He's not
no
gonna realize though.
Wait,
Oh,
Zayak's not. Oh, he almost missed the silence. Now this blink is gonna be back up, but no one is sticking around. They wanna fight. They got Earthshaker TPing in for backup.
They're all going actually.
They have really good wards for VP. Look at VP's
Oh,
vision.
that's true.
VP's vision is amazing here. They wanna fight here.
In kind of weird places though, they just de-warded one or died.
No one might be baiting, and the Earthshaker might be sitting behind him. But the important question is, will Navi take the bait? It seems pretty obvious. Yeah, they're not taking the bait.
Zayak's just chilling in the trees bot. He's maybe going to drop a ward in the lane so that he can see what's happening, but when he sees nothing there, he's going to try to back off.
There's something there now. It's OD. That means they're going to think about the Ice Blast, Seneko on the map, but he's not moving.
They do see it. They do see him.
They need another stunner because he could just banish himself after. Oh, that's not true. He could silence him, but
OD
They're waiting
is
for
pretty tanky
Magnetize
with
as well.
2K.
10 seconds on the Magnetize. They know exactly where he is. Roll into a kick.
Axe is
Who's
gonna
gonna
come
connect?
over, blink 4, Plasma Fever from Magic.
Ice Blast missed.
Ice Blast does miss, but will he get a blink off?
No.
Blink of his lifetime.
He tried his very best,
this Zayak dude is insane, actually.
They have a really good system going on here with
It's so good.
Earth Spirit and Axe. Like Earth Spirit covers up one side, Axe covers the other, and whoever comes, they just kill him with the AA blast. It looks so good.
They're doing a great job.
Uh,
The other negative was that VP lost their wards. Like they had the good ward vision, but they both kind of timed out recently, and then it just allowed them to like play around. So if they had a ward there, they would have spotted either the Axe or the Razor rotating over probably. But because those wards went away and VP wasn't able to invade, they lost that advantage. So it's like it's basically the issue with them not being able to take a gank or a fight ever. It's always Navi getting the ganks. So VP never gets space to actually go around and put wards down. And look at all the sentries on the map. There's like actually all the possible sentries that you can buy. They're all on the map right now.
How many sentries
it's
are
crazy.
there? Yeah, it's crazy.
1, 2,
It's
3,
like
4, 5, 6, 7,
9.
8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 sentries
there's
on this
11?
map.
Wow.
It's insane. But they know it's a vision problem. They need to spot their opponents. They need to get a
Navi
counter gank.
smoked up. Can Nine Pasha break the smoke and
nice
blink
blink.
out? Ooh, Nine Pasha.
I just thought that Earthshaker evolved into Axe or something there. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, they switch positions. Alright, so Febby, man. When's
Wait.
this Phoenix going to be big?
Wait, Zayak's making plays top. This Zayak. Oh, dude, he's just everywhere.
Except for that roll. That roll sucked, dude.
I mean, it's gonna be back up.
Shit player, dude.
So, one of the most OP things about rolling border is 4 seconds. Even though you miss the rolling border, the other guy cannot TP away.
Is this a taunt?
No, it's for the link.
He's waiting
Look
for
at
more
look at
damage.
Razor's damage. He's
Yeah,
got
that's-
300 damage. Now maybe they can
Oh,
Roche.
they're
with
roshing
this.
with it.
They have Bloodseeker, so they can take it down very fast too.
The percentage-based damage. Except Roche is slapping now.
It is slapping, but
They're
there's
slapping harder.
Earth Spirit has a lot of stun. Oh, he's not using his stun. Will BP contest this? It doesn't look like it.
They have to give it up. They can't.
They
They're
see
gonna
this
scout
is
it out.
Echo now.
Soul's gonna kill himself a second time.
Alright, they see how low it is, but then Zach instantly goes to mid lane, silences OD,
He's
gonna
just
keep
staying
him
high
away.
to OD.
It's like, I'm looking at you, you better not contest.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Blizzy almost snatching the Aegis, it was a good try.
from his own team, yeah.
Exactly.
So some big items coming over for BP too. Lincolns are gonna be finished on Weaver, but I don't think that's gonna be like the
What is the
team
Lincolns
fight.
for, you think? It's just Rupture, right?
I don't think it's that good. I think BKB looks a lot better, doesn't he?
Static Link is maybe, it's got Rupture's the best by far.
But you can get, you know, Blood Rage. You can get Battle Hungered. You can
Yeah,
get
it's rough.
Cold Feet as
I-
well.
Have you played Weaver against Bloodseeker recently? It feels really bad. It feels really fucking bad.
I thought VP would wait for no one's items. No one's BKB. The Phoenix Shiva is gonna be up soon, but I feel like they're feeling a bit desperate.
I don't think it's a good solution. I feel like, oh,
What?
Echo
Oh,
initiation.
Echo, can they
Got
change stuff
BKB?
before he gets BKB off? That's
Got
the
him.
question, and it looks like it's really not. But a
Plus a
huge
two-man
core
call.
from Blizzy. Two-man core, the Ice Path will connect to on Phoenix. Yes,
He's gonna
he's
have
gonna
to
have
egg it
to.
soon.
Yes, he's gonna have to pop back, but the OD
he's
is
okay.
gonna be there for the Astro. And it looks like that's it. Just one Razor down.
Okay,
That was close.
worked out okay. So Earthshaker finally getting something done that we needed to see, which was a chain stun. And they had just enough follow-up. The Magic Missile follow-up, they end up getting the kill. The
Yeah.
DD was active on Weaver too.
On the most tankiest hero too. Some signs of life here.
Yeah, that was a big swing. 1,400 gold. They're not that far behind at the moment. 5k. They just need to get some more kills like that.
It is still a good OD game, and it's gonna be the first team fight that we see with BKB OD, so he's gonna get a lot done.
So a cool thing is that solo changes build up again this game. Like I said, the aura was kind of bad with his last team, but now with the Agi on the
Bottom though, bottom. Bloodseeker Rupture on Earthshaker. He dodges the silence, but Breezy, he's got core ready. Is that gonna be enough? Egg is popped. Personalized pings the egg. They want the egg so badly. It's gonna go down. Ramses does get the ulti off. Everyone's so low. Breeze is really low. OD comes in. First 10-second BKB. He gets down the axe, but he wants to look for more. But seems like the axe is the only casualty for this 10-second BKB from no one.
BKB felt a little unnecessary to me, but
It
maybe
did,
he's
it
worried
did.
about like geomagnetic
he
rip
got
or something.
silenced, so he wanted to be able to get the orb hits.
Oh, that's why his first attack didn't have orb. I
Yeah.
see. Gotcha.
But I think it was a little, you know, overcommitting to the fight. But he was also worried that they try to save the axe.
Yeah.
So overall, I think that's okay for VP. They defend the tower, but they do lose a core.
Are they? Is this Navi wards?
Yes.
If it was a VP ward, maybe VP could have fought, but because without the axe, Navi lineup is not that scary. Axe is like the crucial team fighter for Navi in the
Yeah.
mid late game team fights.
The big stunner, basically.
Yeah.
Dude, this Zayak is so cool. Keep
What?
rolling up onto the cliff, giving
Yeah,
a
giving the
vision.
flying vision. Yeah.
It's so cool. I've never seen anyone do that before.
I haven't seen it either.
It's crazy. It's like they can't defend this tower because normally one of the things you want to do is, you know, sit in the trees, have like one hero behind the tower so you bait,
Yeah,
you
like
fight
this.
around this tree line because you know they can't get to that ward spot behind the
Yeah,
tower.
forget crit. I mean, like this guy is the new Earth Spirit player. This guy's making so much stuff happen with the Earth Spirit.
What do you think Seneco's thinking right now?
Soneko used to be really good, but you know he knows his place. He gave Earth Spirit to Zayak.
Now he's the 5, I guess.
Yeah, Zayak.
Now he's the guy who has to die 4 times to win.
Exactly.
He's only at 3 now.
3's the magic number, I guess.
They see solo. Kick back. That's some easy peasy.
Oh, that's
oh,
D-Way.
but
Nice
solo
D-Way.
got a D-ward.
He knew what his job was. Trade
Oh,
his
but
life for a
this
D-Ward.
Link. Magikarp's gonna get so much damage. Oh no, his ulti is hitting the bench.
You can't stop it. It gives vision. You can try to move out of the way, but
I think like the ulti radius is smaller than the Link radius.
Not sure about that. Because it prioritizes the Link.
it's about the same.
That's close. Oh, he still
All
catches
on
him on
the
the back
Weaver.
line.
Is
He's
that
taking so
enough?
much damage!
Oh,
Ooh,
but the
Astro.
Astro, will the timeless be there? Zayak,
No, there's no time lapse.
Zayak's trying to... Oh, he tanked the...
Oh, he's
Tank
so
the
dead.
rolling
on the Weaver.
But the
Magnus is gonna
damage?
kill the Weaver.
It is, it is.
No one's just gonna BKB take out. He can't do anything. Blizz is gonna miss that call on the Earthshaker, but
I mean,
no more follow-up.
it was a really good try on
Wait,
the save.
Breezy kind of caught a glimpse on the Earthshaker.
No more follow-up.
Well, nothing's happening.
That was so well played by Navi. The
I didn't
Axe
see
was
what happened.
He
How
was
come-
sitting
How come
where the
didn't
Weaver
have
was.
ulti?
The Weaver got gone by the Earth Spirit, and the Axe was waiting for the time lapse, and he insta blinked on the time lapse.
Oh, is that
He
what
time lapsed
happened?
into the Axe.
You know, it's like
Wow.
going on the back line when Ember Spirit jumps back, kind of.
Yeah, he was sitting on the fire and then, you know. The age is going to expire soonish. So, what about now?
Good. You really read that one well.
Yeah.
Is that just like in your blood? Like, I could tell you when somebody picked up Aegis, you could watch TV and you just like, I feel something coming.
Yeah.
Aegis expiring.
I kind of felt
The
like
spider
I
sense.
don't want them to fight right now, you know. But they're gonna feel fine. You just finished his butterfly, so it was mostly a farming Aegis for the Bloodseeker. They got 2 towers, I think.
Yeah, until Razor has Axe, their lineup doesn't hit buildings very well. You have to wait for Razor Axe.
Ooh, aye, the Storm Interval Strike, hell yeah. Oh, Ags Razor, it's time.
Yeah.
It's actually so cool to pair Razor with Axe and A. I was thinking about this earlier because Call goes through BKB, and A Blast is gonna not only give them that threshold, but then if you just Razor Static Link and ulti, you're just dealing tons of physical. So it doesn't matter if they
Hold
BKB.
on, they caught the Earthshaker. This is very bad for VP. They need Earthshaker to team fight.
They're gonna get the Vengeful Spirit too, maybe. And the call is gonna be there. Oh.
Not
Okay, he
enough.
didn't get called.
He didn't get the call.
But
of his
basically,
life.
even if somebody has a BKB, not only can they like stun through it, but they can also kill through it. Like the Razor just works so well with it.
Yeah, the 2 double BKB pierce. It's amazing.
BKBs are really big item right now. A lot of cores are prioritizing BKB. If they don't need some Radiance to fight or to farm or a Battle Fury, they're kind of going some maybe Maelstrom, a Midas into a BKB.
Does Magical realize there was an Invis hero? His passive proc, they might realize.
They have no detection no
They're
matter
trying to find Weaver.
This butterfly is actually so good too against OD. Like, good luck killing Crystallize with OD now.
Oh, Ramses' item. Maelstrom linking into BKB. How are you guys feeling about that one?
what. Whenever a Weaver has to go multiple defensive items and he has to stack them, you know, like have to go AC, have to go Heart, have to go this BKB and Lincoln's, you know, Manta, stuff like that, it feels really bad
Yeah.
because the Weaver has built-in 2 defensive spells.
Oh, rolling border hits.
Nice silence on the
But
Weaver.
there
but
is no
BKB
Axe
popped.
around. Without Axe, they cannot kill these heroes.
He just got the BKB off his core before though.
That's
Wow.
yeah, it is a 10-second BKB, so VP, I'm sure they're not gonna be very happy about that one.
But he is alive at least. Earthshaker in the area. Man, he's actually been playing a support. He's got like 10 last hits in less like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, net worth. My bad, guys. I'm sure Chad has been mad for at least 20.
The smoke up by Navi. They're gonna try to catch it. They do see the
They are so
Phoenix.
close on BKB on Axe though.
Axe smoke pop to the Phoenix mid. Everyone else is chilling.
Yeah, Nine Pasha is in a great position.
Nice
Oh,
silence
a
on the
silence
Phoenix
and a
on the
roll
roll.
order. Can they get the Phoenix down? They're yeah. VP. They're
Zion's
just
going for a
pushing.
+1. He might get the solo if they get a slow.
He
Or they
gets a
do.
slow, magic for rolling border connects and a kickback. Wow, Zayak, first spread,
That was pretty sick.
making magic happen. They both do have buybacks though on Phoenix and the Venge. They're gonna use Phoenixes but not Venges. There's an Arcane Rune, no one sees it.
Does not care. Waiting for buyback here, otherwise he could
Maybe.
finish his hex.
Yeah.
This Zayat guy, this guy's crazy, man.
Yep.
He's so good. He's actually winning these games.
Maybe
single-handedly
Soneko
for
taught
Navi.
him some Earth Spirit tips, so like his Earth Spirit got upgraded, you know?
Yeah.
It's like fusion.
Or maybe Soneko saw him play Air Spirit once and then gave it up, you know. Said, I'm not touching this hero anymore. I can't even look good
It's
compared
like,
to you.
guys, I'm 5 now.
So some big items coming up for Navi. BKB Axe and Aghanim on Razor. The Aghanim on Razor is gonna be so big, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the Bloodseeker been building after the
He's
butterfly?
been building right click
Satanic.
items. Satanic?
Is the plan.
It's going to stop the chain stun from being easier to execute.
That's true.
It's going to give him some lifesteal, so if he gets low, but he gets his BKB off, he can turn it on the heroes. Strategist is really good. Astral, stun, all Earthshaker, even the slows from Phoenix, the attack slow and the move suit slow, it's going to lessen its effect on him when he doesn't have his BKB up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, if you want the lifesteal talent, he's going to have a lot of lifesteal.
He did not actually.
Okay.
He got Rupture cast range, which I actually kind of like. Like, Rupture is kind of a close range ability. They are going to see it coming. It's easier for them to, like, go invis or blink away or something. I think it's just a lot easier to have the Rupture cast range almost always.
Oh, I forgot to mention Zayak. The Earth Spirit God picked up BKB too, so he's just going to be able to man up.
I mean, naturally, he's just going to pick up tons of items without a GPM talent, that kind of thing. Roger's pretty farmed too, though. Veil Shivas, tons of armor. Level 18 for him. Queuing up a Halberd next, that'll be nice.
Once they get the Halberd, it'll be pretty good, but they need to get on the Bloodseeker before he gets his BKB off.
Axe
Kind
is
of
BKB too.
They're kind of eyeballing each other for the
Oh,
Rosh
good
and
swap.
a swap. On the Razor, can they chain stun? 9 Pasha commits the Echo. Egg has been popped. Both teams' BKB has been popped.
Oh, they block the roll. Zayek's going to go down through BKB.
That was a great initiation by VP.
Yeah, that was really sick, actually.
They swapped and then they insta-fissured and then...
Yeah, and in the perfect place too, right? Like,
Yeah.
look at his run distance. He'd have to run in this giant-ass circle just to get out of there, and the instant BKB guarantees a kill. That seems like the best hero to kill by far. Bloodseeker's like a little bit tough because of the butterfly, but if Razor doesn't BKB, he's actually quite vulnerable against the pure damage. Good fight. That's the kind of stuff they need to win this game.
It's going to be a bigger one for 35-minute rune, it looks like.
I don't think Navi's going to try to do a big fight right now. They're down 2 cores.
I think they will. Let's see what happens.
Zayek counts as a core, so they're down 2.
It's
They
only
need
fair.
to see Earthshaker if they do want to fight.
They do, but they don't want to. I think they're going to be content, you know, giving up all the runes to the VP, cut their losses. Because no one also just picked up a sheep after the last couple fights.
That's huge. As we saw, the last fight, Chainstone is good.
Roshan is up, so this next 2-3 minutes is going to be really important for both teams. They're going to try to ward around mid and position the hero so that maybe leave a Weaver bot or leave a, you know, maybe a Razor bot and then try to force it in so they force TPs out to defend the base. You want to move your enemy team away from Rosh pit so you can do it yourself.
So what's the best way to move teams away from Roshan like that? Just like push out opposite sides of the map kind of a thing, like what Roger's doing?
Yeah, you try to have the hero that doesn't have to be there at the start, you know. Like his egg can be like 2 seconds late to the fight. This Razor can be a little late, stuff like that. So they can, you know, TP or respond to the fight at Rosh.
They got a gem on the Weaver, by the way. Finishes Mjolnir too.
Both teams have been doing a very good job on having gems around 30-minute timing to deward.
It's like playing really safe with the split push here. They don't want to get caught.
Roger is doing what we said, trying to push out bottom so Navi heroes cannot just run to Rouge or take the top area of the map.
Crystal is getting pretty close to Satanic. Got a save for buyback though. It's got lots to go. Still no progression. Pasha's items basically saving up for Yule's, which will help him offset a silence potentially, or maybe Yule's axe when he goes in if he gets a good timing.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can use. You can use, you know, the silence, both silences off like you said. You can use the axe if he calls your Weaver so he doesn't die to the blade mail. So.
But if he pops BKB at the right timing, it won't work. But yeah, still good. Protect himself. Like Earthshaker is definitely an easy target. Like you do not want to get chain stun. You want to kill him during your BKB. So if you can buy time, it could really help this team.
So I think the next, maybe the 38-minute rune or the 40-minute runes are going to be really important for this Rosh. If there's a DD rune, a haste rune, arcane rune maybe for the OD, something along those lines, I think the team will take it, they'll smoke, and they'll take this big fight. And I think this next Aegis could turn the game either way. If Navi gets it, the game might look really hard for VP, but if VP gets it, I think the game kind of cracks open. This OD at his late game stage is going to be really, really strong.
Seems interesting to me, like how important it comes down to runes these days. Like I feel like I keep watching games where they're comfortable forcing engagements just to grab whatever rune happens to spawn, you know. But it seems insane, like something that wouldn't happen 2 years ago, for example.
Yeah, because like a double damage on a right click, right? Like doubles the net worth of that guy. So or like an arcane rune on storm, it feels like it's double the net worth.
Gotcha. I mean, teams are always looking for a competitive advantage, right? So maybe that's one of the next ones that haven't been utilized before. Here comes a bounty rune. No bounties actually.
Swap into a hex on the axe.
BKB, no one's
instant
gonna do
kill.
a lot of damage.
The egg is going to get insta-killed by triple BKB. Are they going to keep fighting though?
There is a shrine for VP, but it looks pretty bad for VP, honestly. A lot of blink damage has been transferred over
Good
to
time lapse, but
Razor.
yeah, he gets killed.
Buy
He's
back
TPing back
instant,
in. No, they see him actually running for their lives. Cut that ward maybe. No, they lost it actually. Okay, so kind of a weird fight.
VP definitely lost for sure. They bought back on no one. No one doesn't have ulti for 2 minutes. That's pretty
Lost the
big on
fight, right?
ulti.
It's real close. 600 gold swing. Buyback on AA, I guess, but maybe just VP is losing, so that was the trade-off. Experience change actually way better for Navi. They got more levels out of that one.
It's so hard for OD to scale in this type of game where the enemy team has, I think, 4 BKBs right now. So he BKBs, and they trade their BKBs.
Yeah, how the fight has to happen is like they can't fight when BKBs are up. The VP has to kite their BKBs because OD cannot input any damage.
Yeah, but even then, I think Navi without BKBs is stronger than VP without BKBs. Because VP has to initiate with their stuns for a fight to go well for them. So
Just because of silences and stuff?
yeah, silences and you know, tanky heroes like the Earth Spirit's tanky, the Axe is tanky, Razor's fairly tanky, the Satanic coming out. So it's kind of difficult. I think the longer the fight goes, I think there's going to be you know, it's going to feel better for Navi. This Bloodseeker is going to go faster, more damage gets stolen. Magnetize will keep taking people down. He'll get 2-3 axe calls, you know, Culling Blade, and fight feels awkward.
You know, the egg placement from Phoenix was a bit off too. I think it was right in the middle of the team fight, so that can work better for the next fight. Oh, the Roche rune, guys, double damage top
It's ready.
on top too.
There's no OD, I believe, right? Or Echo Sign. So they might try it. Echo Sign's coming up shortly, but
They're baiting the rune, I think.
40 seconds on OD though. Yeah, it looks like it. They're scanning though, they see him.
Yeah.
So at this point, they probably just assume that they're Roshing. Blood Rage in 2 seconds. See if they can get there in time.
Solo's gonna scout it. It's gonna make the Rosh back faster though. Vision given by the Phoenix. He's gonna try to get a good egg on the outside. They're gonna defend it with Echo, but
They see him disengage, but their positioning is pretty safe right now. They have level 18 for Evangelist.
Navi does still have no save, so if Nine Pasha somehow sneaks like a 2-man, 3-man Echo, I'm sure this game can be different.
They didn't get Magical on the smoke. They're probably trying to get him swapped here. If they could do it, it would be huge, because they could hex him right after, but they're not falling for it here.
Yeah, VP's aware. Ramses is just pushing bottom.
Oh, good call.
But
No
there is a
BKB.
swap. There is gonna be a swap.
Oh,
the
swap, not so
Rupture.
good.
Oh, no one's too low from the Rupture swap play.
he has no buyback in the OD. He's gonna go down. Venge insta buys back, and they're gonna jump on the Phoenix.
The
but
egg
gets
is popped, but like there's too much attack speed from Navi. Everyone's just trying to run from
Ramsey's
their
gonna
line.
get
A
called.
huge core.
He has Satanic. He might be fine. He'll
Oh,
walk
the
it off.
Satanic, the status resistance.
They might even turn this. Get a kill or two.
He wanted to cut the creep wave, I think. The Maelstrom procs? Yeah, gets him.
Oh, the Maelstrom procs, yeah.
They have no gem. Crystallize is gonna drop items to pick it up, but
Dude, that was actually such a sick play. I genuinely thought he gave up. I was like, what the hell is he doing there? He's just standing still attacking creeps. He wanted to cut the creep wave knowing that OD's dead, because killing the creep wave delays the back door, and he just ends up getting a kill out of it. That was
Yeah.
so big.
We can see from that fight how important status resistance is against the X. Wow,
Yeah.
that's like a tongue twister. Status resistance.
Saves him a whole second of call through BKB. It's actually
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah, they couldn't like chain stun their stuns.
Even like the rolling boulder, lowering it down to like
Yeah.
0.6 makes it a pretty crappy stun actually.
yeah, stuff like that starts to not feel like you're getting stunned, especially when you start building the S and Y and Satanic on some heroes.
Yep.
You just kind of run around and you know, not even have to pop your BKB half the time.
Man, quick decision making really changes Dota in so many ways.
I
Fun
think
to watch.
the game would have been really scary if he didn't do that play. The Radiant would have gotten Roche a lot sooner, but
That's a
they're
good
going
point.
back in.
Yeah, they will take it, but I mean, if Earth Spirit's alive, then they just confidently go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, 4v3, we've got area control.
It
Now
might
it's
have been
harder.
gamed. It was like 100 seconds on OD, right? So they can go Roche, march down mid.
Just helping them push here. It does give him vision, I guess, but I think they're probably happy
Nine
with the minus.
Pasha. It looks like he wants to try it. He
And
gets
cold
the
feet.
cold feet.
If he would have gone,
Well, Ice
maybe.
Blast is gonna connect.
Yeah, he's gonna go down.
Blizzy doesn't have blink for 8 seconds though.
There's no way.
I
He
Yeah,
think he's dead. I don't know.
you were right. Yeah.
Wow, I'm so good. This is why I'm an analyst, guys.
If you're a player, would you live there?
No,
Okay.
I was dead. Clearly.
Happens to the best of us.
Yep.
So Navi's gonna try to force high ground.
Yeah, they give Aegis to Razor because they want to go high ground. Razor is the tower hitter, so it's logical that Razor gets the Aegis.
Does the Razor ever say? Yeah. So they have 2 Satanics now. One on the Razor, one on the Bloodseeker. So
41% status resistance. Good luck, guys. Let's see if he ultis for this. the building hit. It's better against barracks though. Doesn't last that long though. I guess it's like 50% uptime. It's not bad.
He's probably just gonna ult right now.
Okay, goes for
I
it.
believe
Oh,
the
good
blood
sounds.
rate, also is gonna increase the damage on buildings. So
Blizzy is aware
that's
that there is 2 saves, so he doesn't commit the core.
It's a little scary. If you would have got swapped there, it could have been bad. But they don't have.
That tower is just enough. It opens up the shrine, which is really important. Opens up the map controller.
No minus armor? What is this bullshit? Oh, yeah, that's right. It doesn't do minus armor
it
to
doesn't do
buildings.
it, yeah. Imagine that. It just hits your building 30 times. Your ancient has negative 30 armor. You
I-
smack it once, it's gone.
Your Crystal Maiden comes
Yeah.
up with 250 attack speed and it's just like tower's gone. Or ancient, you know, lose the game.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, that'd be kind of BS.
So Satanic almost finished on the Razor. Again, Satanic or Scotty. Scotty's really good against ranged cores.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, and it's a Weaver and an OD. It actually makes a lot of sense.
Zayak's gonna finish his Aghanims too. He's gonna make some great plays, great saves.
His items actually look kind of empty right now, but dude's farm to sell.
Yeah, the Aether Lens is really good for the Ags because usually you have to be almost in melee range. It's like 200, I think.
Yeah, it's like this tiny little circle.
Yeah, so the Aether actually gives you a little more breathing room to freeze enemies or freeze your allies.
Plus, you can place boulders a little bit farther away, you know?
Yeah, sure, everything helps. I don't think it changes your roll distance, but your kick distance is also helps.
Does it? Okay. Grip distance. No,
Yeah.
these are all so big. It's literally just for
mostly for the
the
Ags.
eggs.
So he's gonna finish it. I think that's gonna be for like the Razor when he goes high ground, when they're doing the swap shenanigans, like the swap into sheep into an echo. He's gonna, blink him in with the BKB. He's gonna freeze him, kick him out, maybe silence a couple other heroes, turn the fight, and that's how they're gonna want to play it.
It looks like the top 2 structures is what Navi has their eyes on.
Yeah, they're gonna take the shrine out, take this tier 2. They're gonna start that choke maneuver that a lot of the teams have been doing these days.
How would you describe the choke maneuver?
You take all the outer towers, shrines if you can. So once you take out the shrines, you lose the ability to rotate into your jungle and buy back. So now all the fights are going to be 5v5 for the most part, outside of the base. And once fights are 5v5, you can't. The team with the higher net worth is going to win the fights most likely. So these shrines are really important for losing teams because they can now buy back and make it a 6v5 or 7v5.
Yeah. Or if they're retreating, you can TP behind them and cut them off as they retreat. Yeah.
So now that you can't do that, you kind of lose as part of the map unless you move there with multiple heroes.
VP feels a little bit out of position. I don't know if they expected them to get here so quickly, but they caught one more creep wave behind. Nicely played by Phoenix, but
Zayak's positioning, look, he's ready. He placed the ward down.
kind of shit he does. Is he gonna grab somebody with enchant, send him
You might
back?
try to grab the Phoenix or something.
Oh, he does.
Avenge.
Goes for the Venge. Good grab.
Oh, a nice sheep.
A
on
nice
him.
shift from no one though.
Doesn't get his BKB off that. He's gonna die.
Yeah,
He doesn't have buyback.
Venge doesn't have buyback either, but they might not want to push without the Earth Spirit. He's really crucial.
That was a good grab by
Magical
Noah.
does not care, so he's going to walk up high ground and take a lot of damage.
The newly fresh purchased MKB from now Ramses doing a lot of work.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they're all going to TP out. So now that they're just going to wait for this Earth Spirit, they're probably going to push in bot with 1 or 2 heroes, push in mid. They want to move back to that position, but with better lanes, so they don't have to be worried about them losing a tier 3.
That was a slight misplay from Navi, I think. They were a bit too ambitious. I think they should have used the Aegis to make them jump on them.
I mean, the Venge is not that problematic though with Rupture though, because whoever they go on, they just gotta Rupture that guy, and then they can probably follow up. Like he just needed to pop BKB clearly, or maybe get high ground vision might have been nice too. They didn't put a ward on high ground, and if he did have a ward, he might have seen the OD coming and pop BKB in time. Because if he
Or
just
even grab
BKBs
the
there,
OD.
it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Like it sucks to lose BKB for that, but if the Venge is dead and doesn't have buyback, then now anybody you go on is screwed. I feel like it could have been worth it.
Yeah, so the Razor has a Refresher Orb. He picked it up before the high ground push, so he's going to have double BKB, double Satanic, double ult. Destroy these buildings if he really wants to.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of damage actually.
He did go 100 attack speed,
Yep.
so looking good for him.
I think it makes sense against like BKB cores. Sometimes it can be really nice. Although I do like the unstable current damage sometimes.
It's a lot of
Against the right heroes, yeah.
Against, I've seen, I believe even no one did at one point during a major. He went Radiance and all the Static Link talent.
That's cool.
Static Field talents, and the PO would ever go on him, and he would take 300 damage a second. And it was
That's
really
like
cool.
900 for every illusion basically, or something like that.
And he also does Shivas and Octarine and all this cool stuff.
That's cool. Oh yeah, because Octarine probably works on Unstable, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So doing everything for his team. He's got to push the lanes, he's got to get the kills, got to gank. It's hard to carry sometimes. I forgot about the duo Magnetic Grip allies.
It used to be a feature, remember? From level 1.
God, it really was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was like, you were also like, your model was weird when you were getting pulled. So there's clips of like you getting pulled and the punch hook would go through you.
Yeah, that's right.
That was crazy. I think it worked on Chrono too. And I don't think Black Hole, but it's like
Yeah.
your hero would get gone on and then you pull them back.
It's kind of like a force staff.
It would silence as well.
With the hero that's moving.
Yeah.
That
So
show
it's
was
like
busted.
They just be pulled through 2 enemy heroes, silence the enemy heroes, be now on your heroes.
That's
a re-engage.
That's a really good point. The fact that it's now a level 25 talent, and that was just like there. all the time.
Literally level 1.
Yeah, that was insane. That's actually so busted.
Yeah, so Abyssal Blade is Bloodseeker's item of choice. Crystallize is gonna try to.
There might be a fight here.
He's chasing.
Nightwatch is gonna get hit by the ult.
They're trying to go on the Earthshaker.
Chase
like
they're
they're
down
down
to
there.
3.
Oh, they got
Catch
a
her.
Oh,
Rupture.
Rupture on Weaver. What's he doing here?
BKB TP.
He's trying to TP out, but there's too much damage from Magicore. He has 210 damage stolen.
Why was he in there? I mean, I just assumed that when they got on top of Earthshaker like that, they were in a ditch or something.
I think he might have tried to go on the AA, but he has a goose up there, so he was unable to commit on the kill.
Yeah, until he gets a nullifier or something, he's not going to be able. And I don't think he's going to be able to afford this. I mean, his defensive items have worked out this game. They bought him enough time to like get the finished Mjolnir, get the MKB.
This is pretty big. Roger is not in the high ground and he doesn't have TP.
Ooh. Did he get cancelled or something?
No, he just TP bottom and tried to go for the boundaries.
Oh man. But then they instantly push mid.
No. Luckily, Razor's ulti's not up. 5 more seconds.
Good, good.
Oh,
Good
Oh,
swap.
swap into Hex. Oh, but that's a tonic.
Yeah.
The status resistance is kicking in again. Will he refresh
Another
here?
swap?
Another BKB. And another ulti.
He hasn't popped the second ulti yet.
The egg is popped. Navi decide they cannot kill the egg and they just back off safely. Oh, OD kind of like screws up and he Astros himself.
Oh man.
No,
I'm a little surprised that Navi didn't turn around and fight that, I guess. Once the refresher got popped by Razor, I assumed he would like pop his second ulti.
I think they
BKB
tried,
fight.
but the egg was popped and Navi decided like all their blinks were getting off.
Yeah, I didn't see the supernova. That makes sense then.
Yeah. So they decided to back off.
Well, on the bright side for VP, once they get Ags, which they do have now in Phoenix, they have a good save now. They can actually save one of these guys that gets grabbed.
He can also laser in the fight. There's 2 strength heroes, also Bloodseeker and Razor are also going really tanky. So this laser, the Sunray is going to do a lot of
Sorry,
damage.
because you can stun ray while you're egging now,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Do you think he should have gotten eggs faster this game? Like he bought it 4th item. He could have bought it pre-Shiva's. Skip, have Halberd and go eggs instead.
I think the eggs is okay, but it's more important to actually have your egg pop with these like Shivas. The aura still works for the attack speed slow. Halberding a hero before that you pop the egg. Making sure your egg is like a strong egg rather than making, you know, Sunray a little stronger, saving an ally a little stronger.
Or turning Supernova into a disruption, basically.
Yeah.
For 4,000 gold.
It also resets cooldowns.
They did spot that Roche is alive. Both teams are aware of this now. Ooh, they grabbed the
Ooh,
bench.
He
it's
does
the
a
same
BKB
thing
again.
Wait, Blizzy is coming.
Oh, that Fissure actually messing them up. The Weaver couldn't get the kill during the stun duration.
Blizz is gonna come in with a core, I think.
There's going to be an Astral on the Weaver though. He has a BKB still up on the Weaver, but Echo
Oh,
on the
huge
back
echo.
line.
The backline. Wait, it's actually not.
Ice Blast hits Weaver though. This is actually kind of bad. He can't Satanic now. He's fighting to death, but that's it. He
He
goes
has
get
no
down.
buyback on the Weaver. Phoenix on the
Roger's
top
egg
side.
is just off cooldown for 2 seconds too.
1 second.
1 second
It's
is
not
not
worth
done
it.
now.
He has buyback. Earthshaker at the bottom of the fight might go down. He is 100 HP. Xayah gonna commit. Oh,
The Bloodseeker
no.
sees him.
Oh, Blizzy.
OD
He's
doesn't
blink
have
1
BKB.
second. Oh.
This looks pretty bad.
Magical catches the Earthshaker on the top of the fight, but OD gets out. The Venge bought back as well. And the Phoenix has buy, but this Weaver, no buyback. 5 minutes.
And Earthshaker too, no buyback.
Yeah.
If Navi is aware, Earthsplit should just buy back. Yep, they're aware. Earthsplit should buy back and go, go, go.
Oh, he thought he had money.
for boots of travel.
Oh no, now he's got to slowly walk across the map. He's got to kill the bot creep wave. I think that's one way. He's selling.
He's got
TP.
GPM talent. Maybe he's waiting.
Oh, just wait 30 seconds. It'll be fine.
They're going for Throne.
Oh,
They still
Razor's
they have all of their
damage.
ults. I think if they get maybe a good swap to their sheet, that they can turn the fight.
That
a
is
little
true.
bit
No one does still have the hammer.
Oh, big hammer. He has a refresher, but he got silenced. Oh,
Oh, the refresh.
Razor does have buyback. He's
the
gonna
egg,
buyback.
the egg's gonna pop. They might do this.
No, yeah, egg is
It's
gonna
got more
pop.
stun duration.
No one's BKB is off though.
Oh, so close.
Zayek's BKB is gonna run out. The OD is gonna ash for himself. He's gonna have to
Crystallize is
hold.
gonna heal so much from these creeps.
Oh, a nice blink from Noah. It's gonna get to the top of the fight, but he's gonna get chased down and brought quickly down. He has no buyback.
That's got to be a thing.
Roger is
looking like-
flapping his wings, but it's not enough.
GG's
GG,
called.
GG.
Yo, what a series from Navi. Taking 2-0 against VP. I think if you ask like a poll or something pre-TI, like, oh, would Navi beat VP